TL1000 fork seal change. Man, these things never go easy.
It's not good having the bushings come out like that. Coating's starting to wear off. Looks good.
It's going to take out your brake pads. See a safety issue, right? Especially on a sport bike.
That guy's running on the wrong side. Spread those brake pads. This guy hasn't been apart in a while. It's like somebody obviously stripped the OEM bolts, so we got some machine screws in there now. You just get those going sideways like that. Slide that. A little bit of doing. Just make sure you don't scratch the fork when you're doing this.
Before getting too crazy, I like to record the settings I have for compression and dampening.
I'll have to loosen these off to get make these caps easier to come out. The triple clamp pinch bolt, the handlebar pinch bolt, and then the lower state pinch bolt. This one was really tight, so I put a wedge in there. So if you want to get weird, this is how you get weird. I just have a drift here wedged in my vise here, or you just buy a puller for it. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, I just make sure it's tied down here, and just got the jack down here. Do it at your own risk. It's not so you can get your wrench on there. And just dump out the oil on the spring. Drain your oil out of here. It's not good having the bushings come out like that. The seal didn't come out, so yeah, those bushings are worn out. It's a weird one. There it is. Now just clean them up. Coating's starting to wear off. So if we put a good crosshatch in there, should hold for a little while. These tubes are really hard to find, so we're gonna try and get it so it's not leaking, and he's gonna source some new tubes out eventually, maybe a front end off a Hayabusa or something. Contact cleaned this so there's no more oil on it, and just take really fine emery cloth. You want to go down to the left, and then you want to go down and to the right, and that just puts kind of an X pattern, a crosshatch in it. Can't feel any ridges anymore. It's kind of smoothed out, so it'll last for a little while. At least it'll stop it from leaking oil all over his garage. Just pull the bushings off and make sure they're all worn through. Some clean oil, lube your seal, and just make sure those edges are covered. Dust seal first. We got our oil seal. If it's on backwards, she's gonna leak.
This is the part that either makes or breaks your fork seal job, so be careful with this. If the seal gets hung up on one of those sharp bridges, you might as well just stop now and go get a new fork seal.
So we got washer, bushing, and last bushing. That seems kind of loose, so I'm gonna bend it together a little bit. There, that's better. You don't want it sliding off. Now we just clean off the oil really well, and then just give it a good tape. There we go. We'll throw a little bit of oil on the outside of the seal here. You can take your cleaned outer tube, and you can get that snap ring in there. Make sure that thing is seated in there all the way around, because if that works its way out, that's a bad day. And clean any of the sticky residue off. Set it to 112. Just gonna add oil. Just grab this carefully. Slowly pump the air out of it. So it should be nice smooth action. If there's bubbles in it, you'll feel kind of a jerking. Just set it to 112 and you're good to go. You can also use like a siphon. So set a hose at 112, use a siphon, and then spring goes back in, the tighter side goes to the top, so it fits with that piece of crap thing that we got to deal with. Put our clean damper rod back in. Should work. Then we're just going to compress the spring and make sure you got enough room for the damper to come up through there. And don't ever stick your face right over top of this. Thread your cap back on. Torque it to 11 foot-pounds. So line this groove up with your bolt to give you the most amount of room. And there you go, the scary part's over. Give a few pumps to make sure it's not leaking. Set the height that you recorded. Torque the caps. Make sure you tighten this guy before you tighten this guy.
Really the hardest part is getting these fenders on without scratching the holy hell out of them. Throughout the brake line inside the fork leg, I did that after and put some red Loctite on it.
I've seen tons of people slam into cars and stuff like that because they didn't have the brakes pumped up.
Then you just tie the brake lines up where they won't rub and go down to the comments and say what's up. Thanks for watching.